What is up everybody, it's your boy ThrillerXero back over here with a new video today. So I am aware that I don't really post that often now on YouTube, as you may remember it in one of my videos like why I don't post in over a month or so. Like I may make an explaining video on more information on why I don't really post that often. And I'm back with making another Kaiju Universe video. I may hate to say this, but me posting Kaiju Universe content is all dependable on how often I play the game. If I don't post that often, that means I may be taking a break from the game and might be playing something else, and sometimes post non-Roblox videos on my channel. And today we are back with a new video on which starter kaiju that we have are the best ones in Kaiju Universe for the new players who are getting introduced to the game either from Roblox's recommendations or from a friend. As of today, I am going to be showing you guys on which ones are the best for starters. Lining up on the list is the Kamata Kun, everyone's favorite, the Gojira, pretty much the most overrated one, the Gigan, which is a flying kaiju and can get pretty pesky at most of the times. And finally, you can obtain it through joining Prometeo Games Group, which is Megalon. And now, I am going to be reviewing the 3 free ones, plus the easy to unlock kaiju to see which one is the best. So, just before we can get into today's video, a major 87% of you guys that are watching this video aren't subscribed yet. And so, if you are new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button with the notification bells turned on so you won't miss an episode from me. And could we reach 1k subscribers before the end of the year? And now, let's dive into today's video. Now let's begin off with the Gojira. Ah yes, the beam spammer. Now I have him at level 50 just to get the Kiryu. Gojira or Godzilla 1954 is also one of my first kaijus I've played with in my first day of Kaiju Universe. I picked Gojira because I'm more familiar with the kaiju since I have known him to be the first Godzilla to ever appear in history. The first Godzilla had a tragic backstory of being a member of his own species after being mutated by atomic bombs and being exposed to the radiation, granting them radioactive powers and getting revenge on humanity for using their atomic bombs. He's also a metamorpher for nuclear bombs and what happens if we ever use them. Now first off, he's got 3 simple attacks to use and 2 repeatable ones like a pattern, biting down in the tail swipe, and the quaking stomp is more of an attack of area damage that deals more damage than the 2 other attacks. And the atomic breath behaves similarly like the same way with the other Godzillas in the game, but with less damage draining like the G21. And we got the one-hit beam similar to one of Ultima's beam attack, the Searing Light, which is a very close range attack. However, it puts the atomic breath on cooldown as well after being used. Now with its status, it has decent health as you can get targeted that often. However, they don't offer you anything when you hit them like G-cells nor XP, and their speeds and recharge rates are pretty average. And finally, his melee and ranges damages can rival those of Kamata Kun and the Showa Gigan that we are getting into soon. Although he is a very common starter, I may reveal who is the best starter at the near end of the video, but now let's move on to Kamata Kun. Now with the Kamata Kun, everyone's favorite cutest kaiju. He is Shin Godzilla's second form, in which I have him at level 30 just to meet Shin's requirements. Now firstly, he is a melee based kaiju and doesn't have any ranged attacks unlike Gojira and the Showa Gigan. And he's also more quicker to spam his repeatable melee attacks 1 and 2, being a head chop and a head swipe, and they cost less energy than Gojira's attacks, especially with the body slam being the third attack, which is the buff version of the second attack that deals heavier attack of area damage. He may have lesser abilities than the other 2, but he's still a good starter and his health is a little less than Gojira's, so he can easily be fried at some times, but he can still be a painful ankle biter if leveled up to a higher level and took down lower level kaijus with ease. Now onto the third kaiju on the list is the Showa Gigan. He has more health than Gojira and Kamata Kun, plus being a faster and flying kaiju. He has a lot of melee attacks too that can be useful in PvP, like his hammer claw attacks, and the second one being the barrage of the first attack. The third attack is the heavy straight attack, which unleashes your chest saw blade to plow through buildings and even kaijus while in mid-air. It allows you to spin and glide through the air while slicing down any opponents in your path. However, it deals less damage than the ground version of the attack, and the fourth one being the pulverizing attack, which allows you to slam both claws on the ground, dealing an attack of area damage to release a massive shockwave around you. And finally, the atominizing laser, which is based off the laser attack seen in the Godzilla vs. Gigan movie poster. However, he doesn't use it in the movie. It's a beam attack on the ground and a one-hit beam attack that deals less damage on the air. And this kaiju also has his own unique V ability, being able to teleport away to a further distance from your old location, being the Nova Warp. It deals damage upon teleporting to the nearby kaiju. Now, beginning with his status, he has more health and is faster from what I've said before. However, he is much slower when it comes to swimming. He also got his sick roar animations as well, so I'd highly recommend to use Gigan as a starter kaiju thanks to his powerful status and attacks. And for the bonus kaiju on the list that can be unlocked via joining the games group is Megalon from Godzilla vs. Megalon, who fought alongside Gigan in the film up against Godzilla and Jet Jaguar. Now with his status, he has a lot of health to be on par with the Showa Gigan. His speed is a bit slower than Gigan's, recharge rate is average, and he has a jumping height higher than the three others. Now, let's begin with his melee attacks. He's got two repeatable pattern melee attacks, like the first one is my favorite with the drill hands and the kicking move. The third move consists of ramming, quite similar to Godzilla 2019's second attack, the Rayman Devastation. And we got the two ranged ones. First, we got the Horrors of War naval bombing attack that launches a small bomb in front of you, dealing explosive damage, and the beam attack fired from its horn is the Alluring Death, firing an electrifying beam of energy that targets towards your opponent. And its B ability being the Seatopian Excavation, which allows you to burrow down yourself and travel underground at any distances for a short period of time until getting back up, dealing any damages to your surrounding area. And all I can say is, it's only useful for escaping if you use it at a correct time. Now for PvP, I'd say he's a pretty fair kaiju in a fight despite his slower speed than Gojira's. At least you also got useful abilities in the 1v1 confrontation. Also forgot to put in that he has funny roar animations, especially the second one. But now, let's head for the final showdown. And for the final conclusion on who is the best starter kaiju in Kaiju Universe is the Showa Gigan. Although Gojira, Kamata Kun, and Megalon are good examples of being ground-based kaijus, especially with Gojira dealing the most damages of the four, the Showa Gigan has more health, being on par with Megalon, being much faster thanks to the flight and walking speed than the three, and even dealing damage that can rival that of Gojira's, and he's even got the same amount of attacks as Gojira as well. Also, he's quite great in PvP if you are skilled with it, other than Gojira and the Kamata Kun, in which are also great in PvP. Like I've beaten a G12 with Kamata before and Kiryu's with Gojira before. However, Gigan's laser is a quicker beam attack that deals more damage faster than Gojira's atomic breath. Also, Gojira's one-hit beam also consumes more energy than the atomic breath. And for Megalon's also a better option than Gojira and Kamata Kun, but Gigan is a much more quicker and combative kaiju to use, even dealing more damage than Megalon. Now, if I've missed anything about the starters, let me know down in the comment section below. And that is it for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Make sure you smash that like button, punch the subscribe button with the notification bells turned on, follow me on Twitter and join my Discord server. And see you guys on the next Thriller episode. Ciao!